Right, hey, you are currently listening to Atomic Fun Radio, and we are offline. I thought you'll see in my stream version because I've tried trying this. I tried already to get this on off of to normal OBS, but OBS didn't record any sound. And having you on, having my image on screen and no sound for like 9 minutes or so is going to be not really great content, so I'm having to start again. So I'm sorry if I sound this sounds kind of more rushed. But as this title will presume, and yes, I know I did at or hashtag Irate Bear. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to use yet. This is a kind of I'm going to very quickly re-say what I just said. This is something I've been meaning to do for a while. This and one other thing that I've kind of been neglecting for the last couple of days, and it's got to a point. But the neglect in my personal life has been going on slightly longer than the one I'm about to mention. And there is going to be an announcement, but that'll be at the end of this video, or end of this video. There'll be an announcement. But first, first I tweet. I'm not going to show any of the tweets in the DMs because I'm not that type of guy. I'm not going to do that without the consent of the person. Well, the consent of the other person, because I haven't got said person's, I said permission to show the tweets and DMs. I'm not going to show them. But I basically reached out to Irate Bear and anybody that you use that has that has or seen one of his live streams will know this already. And because I basically asked for help because I was getting so many copyright strikes that it was making the channel suffer. And I was losing views. I lost a subscriber, and I was hemorrhaging views, and it got quite bad. So I reached out to Irate Bear, and he gave me some advice. He didn't really. I don't think he towards my, not the fact that I gave him a screenshot of what was going on, behind the scenes, and he gave me several. I've been doing this, so I've tweeted him several times, and he basically gave me some advice. And so this is basically something I should have done a while ago, and I will say to Irate Bear that I'm sorry, and I apologise that I haven't done this sooner. But I will be saying this right now, and I don't know how many people have ever given Irate Bear feedback from the help that he has given them, because I know he does this quite a lot to other channels. And this is regarding the advice you gave me and the stuff you talked to me via Twitter about, stuff you gave me via Twitter. And I say, and this is me basically saying, I thank you for the advice. It actually has helped me. There's some things I probably won't do, because there's ideas and stuff in my head on how I want the channel to be, and how I want the channel to go, and what I want the channel to, be getting done, how I want that done, how I want that to, go, and all that kind of stuff. And that means I probably won't turn, and that does mean I will not be I can't turn this into a 24-hour music channel, because this isn't going to be, that's not exactly what my plan is at the moment. I'm doing that now, but I'm slowly going to be moving in other segments and other stuff, basically, and that's and that'll be for a different video. Unless you want to know, then you can let me know. I actually said I did say it in there, but I'm going to cut it out of this one because I want to talk straight to Irate Bear. And I I want you to know that your help was helpful. It came in helpful. I am now off of minus subscribers. I gained a subscriber, and because that subscriber, that person pushed me back onto 0. It pushed me out of the minus numbers and into kind of a neutral ground. I class 0 as neutral, so you're not losing subscribers, but you're not gaining. You're kind of you're in one place and you're kind of neutral in one place, and that's kind of where this channel is at the moment. My views are kind of up and down at the moment, and I'm trying to plug my videos more often and get them out and tweet out and all that kind of stuff. I've got to get better at doing that. I let people know when videos are out and around. And all that kind of stuff. But without getting off topic too much, my channel is hopefully growing again. I don't know if I can class it's growing. I'm classing if I it's growing again. You probably won't, but I am. But that was most of that has been because of Irate Bear's help. Also, I would like to say that I was going to do this in one of two different ways. Well, this is actually the third of two other ways I was going to do it. Originally, I thought I would make a public tweet towards Irate and tag Irate Bear in that tweet and basically thank him for the help for what he has done for me. And I thought that might be I didn't do that for two reasons. Because the first thought I'm reading is a bit that Twitter, people don't always get the right opinion. People don't always take tweets, get misled and miscommunicated a lot of the time. And the second one, I wanted to do something that was more meaningful for me. And I felt it's too much like it's too much like I had a thing, but it was probably not. It's probably not the best analogy. I will say this: it's a bit like dumping someone via a text. It's that kind of thing. It's not really It's not really the done thing, It's better. I think it's better for him to hear me talk and say it than to actually him having to read what I wanted to say. I have appreciated all the help and support that you have, the advice. I appreciate the advice that you've given me. I see it as now it is up to me to basically get my act into gear, get my ass into gear, and work harder. I work pretty hard anyway. I do a 7 day. I stream daily. I stream and make I do regular content. I do daily content. I do content every single day. I don't really take time off or break. The only time I even need offline videos, even though I'm not streaming, I do these kind of videos as well. And it's actually one of the days I do a lighter issue. I do a lighter show. Then I do something lighter than, something a little lighter, something a little different than me streaming, so I can take a break from streaming, but I can put content out as well. So yeah. I will say a big thank you to the people who have subscribed and the people who will subscribe hopefully later on down the road. But at the moment, I've got to work. I've got to basically put my ass into gear now and see what happens. I will say just before I play music, there was some music I'm going to play that Irate Bear may or may not like. They are heavy metal inspired, and they will come here. And there's also a kind of trance drum, or a kind of trancey drum and bass dubstep kind of one after those two. So hopefully you'll stick around and listen to those. If not, then you can jump forwards to the announcement. You can skip the music if you wanted to. I am not going to mute my mic, and hopefully you will hear music. So here comes music once again. Irate Bear, thank you again.
turn. Don't need a hand, you feel the crumbling. The sun is shining bright. It's my turn to enjoy every single day. Close my eyes once again. Now you burn. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Right, and that's the music portion done of this stream, or of this video, not stream, so not live. Right, so this comes to the bit that I have yet to do. Here comes the announcement. This is a Talk Radio channel announcement. Also, this is also the last reason why I haven't done, well, why this video is coming out. It's one of the reasons I put it on earlier, put it now, because of it's attached to something else I'm going to say. That's one of the announcements. I was also originally going to be, I was originally, as a way of, saying, way of hopefully expressing thank you to Irate Bear, I then decided that I may end up probably doing a Super Chat donation or Streamlabs donation, but then I looked at my bank account and realised that I don't have the money. I'm not that rich. I'm not a millionaire, so I can't afford to. I can't afford to. So that is the reason why this video was made, and why this first announcement is going to be made, as part of my, as a thank you to Irate Bear. I have decided that no matter what happens to this channel, or what happens to his channel, or whatever happens to me and him in the future, rather we come, after we get to the point where we talk like he does with Drunken Uncle, or we become bitter enemies and we never talk at all. What I will say is, from the release of this video, I'm always going to keep room on the show, when I could do call-ins or just generally on the show, that the door will always be open to Irate Bear. So if he ever wants to come on and talk, he can just literally drop me a DM, or drop me a, just saying a link, like, I want to come on, I want on, or something like that, and he can get on, and he'll get on the show, no matter what. Rather if I'm playing music, or if I'm in the middle of reading, if I've got like news articles, whatever it is I'm doing on the show, and he goes like, I want on, he can come on. Hopefully you can see this as a space to get away from the the regular the content you do at the moment. Think of this as a kind of a different atmosphere, different, I don't know really what the right word to say to use, but basically, because I know you do a lot of news headlines and social justice stuff, and you start to do video games and all that kind of stuff, and if you ever want somewhere where you can just talk and just, I don't know, geek up, where you can just spend an hour talking about, let's say, your favourite film, this is the place you can do that, because I don't have a physical, I don't have one, because with this show I'm not just going to have one thing I talk about constantly. So I'm not just going to talk about the news constantly, or I'm not just talk about social justice or feminists or the alt right, or the what they call them, the alt left, the salt left. I don't, I'm not just going to fix myself to one particular genre of the steal a word from you. I'm not going to stick to a particular genre of YouTube. I'm actually going to mix in. I want with the channel. I want to mix in with most of them, but I want the show to stay separate from that. So if someone wants to come in and talk about someone wants to come in and talk about the latest, fad, social justice fad that's going on, they can do so. If they want to talk about, some beef that two people have on the internet, they can do that too. And same with you. You've got that exact same privilege on here. To steal another word from someone else. And I'm always going to keep a door. I'm always going to keep a slot here and a space here for you, so you can, if you want to just have a breath of air and take your mind off something, hit me up. You can come on, no problem. Second announcement is that I think I really do need a drink. The only other announcement is that I am gonna have to, because of stuff going on my at the moment, and I have to do this because if I don't take any time out to do live streams for the length of time I do them, it's going to impact on the thing I need to do, because I need to focus for the next couple of weeks. Actually, I need to focus for the next couple of months on something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep live streaming, but for the next, I'm going to say about 3 months or so, I'm only going to do about an hour per show. Per live stream, I'm only going to do about an hour. Also, I may just do a little over an hour. I may do an hour and a half, but most of the times it's going to be probably bang on an hour, which means most people are going to miss my show. It means you will probably miss my shows. You may not, but at the moment I have to shorten the shows so I can get something else done. I can focus on something else for a bit, and I don't really want to, and I don't really have to want to, take time off from the channel. I don't need to. At the moment, it's gotten to a point where I don't need to. However, I need to fit something else in that's going to take a lot of time to me to do. So I'm going to be shortening my live streams to do that. So, that is the end of this video. I know this has been a little different than normal. But again, I thank you for all the people that have subscribed to me on various channels, on whatever channel you, wherever you're seeing this. I say, I thank you for doing that. I think subscribing. I thank you again, Irate Bear, for the advice you've given me. And at the moment now, it's time for me to get my act together. I will hopefully see you next time on live stream. And I know this has been a kind of different look video, but again, I had to this was kind of a spur of the moment. This one records and does what OBS records and does what I want, but OBS isn't responding properly. So going on, I switched over to this for recordings. I don't know if this is going to be temporary or permanent. It depends if I can get stuff working again, sound working again over on that one. But there we go. Once, as always, feel free to leave your comments and feel free to subscribe. And if you're going to subscribe, don't forget to hit that little notification icon, which looks like a little bell. Or if you hit that, you'll get all my notifications up to a certain point, up until YouTube decides they're not going to give you them anymore. Or they decide to, unsubscribe you or something. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. And I'll end that I usually do. You have been listening to a Time on Radio. And I thank you for tuning in. I will see you when I go live next.